I hope you all had a great weekend. First of all, what you are going to do is you are going to start stop motion. So the first thing, we have a stop motion lesson. If you click on the link that just said stop motion lesson, I will have another link that says video for today where I'll post this. That's where you're going to see the video. I'll be playing part of it. But that's where you can get the actual video that gives you step by step for what to do, how to create a stop motion video. Okay, so first thing you have to do though is you have to add your stop motion app to your, this is a different iPad, so I don't even know if I've got it on here. I don't know. Add the stop motion app to your iPad. You're going to hear it in the video. So first thing, please do that. Right now, no one needs their computers on. Don't totally power it off. Just turn off your monitor. So all computer monitors, just hit the button for your monitor, please. And because you're only going to need that if you get further than others. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually go in and I'm going to play this lesson and you are going to follow along with what to do.
Hello and welcome to another quick lesson with me, Jacob Walcock. Today we're going to explore the world of stop motion animation and you're going to create something that looks a little bit like this. Meow meow, meow meow. Where is Mr. Tibbs? Where's that cat gone? Ah! You're not Mr. Tibbs. Beep bop, beep bop. What's that? Save the day. Pretty great, isn't it? I'm going to guide you through this process step by step, and we'll do 5 easy to follow activities to get to this end result. So first of all, we're going to find some props, or even make some props to use in our video. These are going to be real life objects that you can gather from the world around you. And then we're going to start using an app called Stop Motion Studio to actually record our video. It's really simple and great fun. You're going to love this step. Then in step number 3, we're going to make some changes to make sure the video flows nicely and to make sure the timings are good. In step 4, we're going to add our own voiceover or narrative to go along with your video, which is where you can really add some fun and personal elements. And then finally in step number 5, we're going to export our Stop Motion Studio project as a video file that you can then use elsewhere. So all you really need to complete today's quick lesson is an iPad with the Stop Motion Studio app installed. It's completely free on the App Store, and if it isn't on there already, grab that app now. You're also going to want a few items around you, and these can be anything from a glue stick to some modelling clay to some Lego models like I'm using. When you've got those things, let's start step number 1.
Okay, so again, I want to make sure everyone has gone to Mosul School and downloaded the Stop Motion Studio app. So, and then just set your iPad aside. And once everyone has gotten that, if anyone doesn't have it, please help your classmates to make sure they get it and then restart the video once everyone has it started to download on their iPad.
We go! Alright, before we get started doing any recording, we want to create our scene, that's our background, and we want to choose what characters or objects we're going to use in our animation. So I'm going to suggest you get your iPad open now, then you can see through the iPad screen. And you're going to want to position this somewhere where it can remain still throughout. There's no good if you're going to nudge it or knock it by accident, or if it falls over, because that's going to ruin your animation. As you can see, I've got my iPad here against the shelf with the wall behind it, and I'm going to bring in a couple of objects to add some interest to my background. These aren't going to be moving, but they are just going to be there to give you something to look at. And then, of course, being me, I've got quite a few Lego models, and I'm going to bring in this excellent brickheads that I've made of me, and also Mr. Tibbs, my cat. And I've got some Lego robots as well, because they might come into play a little bit later on in the video. Position these and get a feel for how these objects could be used. Don't be put off at this stage if you haven't got Lego objects or characters even to use. Some of the best stop motion I've ever seen has been made using glue sticks and pairs of scissors that suddenly come to life. Or maybe a toy car that you can have flying around your room. Or maybe you've got some coloured modelling clay and you can do some really cool modelling figure animations. Your imagination is the only limit here, so go and find some objects, and then let's bring them to life. Feel
All right, so right now I want you to, if you guys have any objects with you, you are certainly welcome to use those, or you are welcome to look at the assortment of things that I have. Pick a couple of things, and then you're welcome to change what you want to do once you watch more. But anyway, just pick a couple of things and then restart. Once everyone has at least minimum of one, you might need 2 things, okay?
free to pause the video here while you go and gather some things, and when you're ready we'll start step number 2 together. Now let's open up the Stop Motion Studio app, and we'll create a new project straight away. And from here the app is very simple. The majority of the screen is your camera.
Okay, so first of all, let's make sure that everyone was able to start it. Did you see how he started it? So I'm going to just replay this, and I'm going to, okay.
Now let's open up the
Okay, so what you'll notice is you open the app and then you click for new movie.
feed, and at the bottom you've got that dark grey area. These are where you're going to have your photographs, because if you didn't know, stop motion animation is made up of a series of photographs with very subtle changes between each one. On the right hand side you've got the camera shutter button, and if you press that, a new picture will show up at the bottom of your screen. The trick now is to make a very subtle movement to something on your screen. So for me, I've got my cat Mr. Tibbs in Lego form hiding behind the vase of flowers. If I move him forwards ever so slightly and then press the camera button again, followed by moving him a bit more and pressing that button again, and then moving him a little bit more again before pressing the camera button, you'll then start to see a series of photographs building up on my timeline down below. You'll notice as I do this that my hand is coming in and out of the frame to move the objects, and really that's unavoidable unless you can use some sort of telekinesis to move things with your mind. Probably we're not there yet. So when you take your photo, make sure your hands are not in that picture, and even better, if your hands are casting a shadow, try and get them well away before you take that picture. That way your finished animation will look better. I'm going to repeat this process now while I tell my story using my characters, and have fun with this. This is really your creativity and your chance to shine. This may take you 20 minutes or half an hour, so don't rush it, and try and aim for somewhere around 150 or 200 photographs at this stage. There really is no limit though. In fact, the more pictures you have, the longer your animation will be later on. Try not to do too few pictures though, so I would say 100 should be a minimum, and that will give you a good 7 or 8 seconds of animation later. Oh, and don't worry if you make a mistake or get the photograph of the wrong thing or put your hand in it by accident. I'll show you in the next step how to get rid of those accidental photos. Okay, as I said, you're going to need quite a bit of time to complete that last step, so pause the video here, and when you're ready we'll move on to step number 3 together.
All right, so as he said, 100 photos will only give you a 7-second video. So he recommends 150 to 200. So minimum though is going to be 100 photos. If you get through that step, you are welcome to pull up this video, not the one that I'm recording, but the one where we're watching him. You can bring it up yourself. Go to step 3, and that starts at 5:08. So you can move it down at the bottom to 5:08. That will go to step 3, and you can just watch that on your own. That's why we left our computers on. So just turn your monitor back on, sign into Canvas, click on today where it says stop motion video. Go to 5:08 and start learning how you do step 3. You can listen to that video and you can be working on your iPad at the same time. I hope you enjoyed today, and I look forward to hearing how you do. And we will continue this in the next class, okay? Make it a great day. I will see you next time.